Hello everyone, today we have new video review with kit from Aoshima, as you can see, and this time it copies Toyota 86. But first, as usual, let me invite you to check another video review with Aoshima kit which you can find here on our YouTube channel. And of course don't forget to visit our website which you can find here, and also there you will be able to read full review of this kit with detailed photos and text in English and Russian, of course. As I said before, this is another nice car kit from Aoshima. Of course it's molded in 1/24 scale. As you can see, it's pre-painted model, so you won't have to paint a body or, for example, glass parts or even rims and interior parts. Everything is pre-painted. And here we have quite, let's say, interesting note that there are 3-in-1 versions, because there is a Toyota 86 Cyan FRS and Toyota GT86 included left-hand drive parts. So it's quite a combo kit, let's say. We have this nice photo of the vehicle on the front. Overall design is clean white color. Here we have some safety instructions, and here we have some technical specifications and history of the real vehicle, and of course photos of the real vehicle. This is a top opening box. As you can see, it's not that big in comparison with my hand. And here's what we have inside. So as you can see, everything is carefully packed into the separate plastic bags, and we're gonna check them one by one. First, on the top there was a Decals sheet, and it's quite big for the car kit, frankly speaking. Why? Because it features all necessary markings for several vehicles. So you will be able to use them in case you assemble Cyan or Toyota with left-hand drive, or maybe other Toyota GT86, you will be able to copy them. So as you can see, we have here different dials, dashboard dials, different number plates, and different symbols, even the let's say signs for the body of the car. Printing quality is very nice, as you can see, and I hope application won't be problematic here. And next we have small plastic bag with tires. Those are typical vinyl parts, and of course they are designed as separate elements, separate from rims, so you won't have to let's say think about whether to replace them or not. I mean, if you want to do something more detailed and realistic or convincing, you just replace them and you are done. I can see that there is a walls detailing on these parts. Here you can see them closer. As you can see, it's written here Bridgestone, and the tire pattern looks quite nice. There is almost no seam in the middle, so with some careful, let's say, weathering, if you want to replicate a bit more beaten appearance, it will look nice. Here we have 4 vinyl polycaps. These obviously will be used for the wheels too. Next we have plastic bag with glass parts, or let's say transparent parts. It is also packed into the separate plastic bag, so you don't have to worry about possible scratches or other damage that might happen during shipment. So just give me a second to open. Meanwhile, I can say, because it's pre-painted kit, we have parts with all black elements painted on, so you won't have to mask anything. You just insert these parts on the necessary spots and you are ready to go. Here they are. So as you can see, nice quality, and I think they will look good on the vehicle. Of course, we have here parts for the tail lights and headlamps, and also here we have heater let's say stripes, which replicate the same element on the real vehicle. Next we have more of pre-painted parts. Here we have body parts. These are also packed into the separate plastic bag, so just give me a second. Now I can see that there is a separate bonnet, separate trunk, of course separate front and rear bumpers. So you might consider some, let's say, tuning kits which will make this model even more let's say unique. So as you can see, painting is very nice. All parts look glossy and polished, and I think on the assembled vehicle, they will look good too. So as you can see here, we have this nice metallic finish. Note that trunk cover even has black padding inside, and from the other side there is almost nothing because these parts won't be visible. Next we have another pre-painted part. This one is dedicated to a lower part of the car body. So just give me again a moment to open it. I also can see the front splitter, which should be attached obviously to the front. And here it is. Looks nice, and I think in assembled state it will look even better. Of course nobody stops you from repainting, but I think that's not the point of today's kit. I mean, you buy it not to paint, you buy it to assemble and not to have a headache about possible masking or painting issues or any other possible problems that might occur if you will be doing all this paint job with your own hands. Here we have two types of the dashboard, one for the left-hand drive and one for the right-hand drive. Also we have different types of the central columns, of course different types of the handbrakes. Also wipers should be different as well, as far as you can see. And as you can see, pre-painted parts look quite good. Next we have sprue with more accessories for the interior, and again there are two different versions for different placement of the steering wheel. So here also we have like different for different gearbox options, because here as you can see on the left we have two pedals, so it's automatic transmission with these pedals behind steering wheel, and here we have three pedals and the manual stick, which is a bit longer than automatic stick. Quite a nice addition, I would say. Then we have large plastic sprue with some interior parts. I can see seats, steering wheel, and even interior top part. So just give me a second to open it. Okay, so here we are. Note that seats are pre-painted and they look quite nice. I mean, just imagine doing all this masking by yourself, it will be quite a headache. Then we have rear seats, and note that here we have some black segment, so I guess it will need some repainting. Here we have door cards, also look nice. Steering wheel is just incredible. I mean, overall finish is flawless. And from the other side there is nothing interesting because it's a backside which won't be visible on the finished model. Next we have car body, which is molded as a single piece part, of course. Note that both left and right doors are molded shut, so you won't be able to open them. Just give me a second. Here it is. Again we have all black elements pre-painted, and just look on this glossy finish, it looks excellent. I mean, sometimes you can't achieve it with your own hands, and here you have it out of the box. Then we have front bumper. This one is molded on the separate plastic sprue. Here it is. Of course paint color is the same as main body color. Then there is a small black sprue with radiator mesh and some parts for the front bumper. So just give me a second. Here it is. Of course these parts are finished in black color, so there is no painting needed. We have separate sprue with rims. These are finished in form of these nice parts with metallic on them, and all black elements pre-painted, which is also quite nice. I mean, because otherwise you will have to do all these black elements paint them with your own hands, so you can imagine how nice is this task. Then we have another chrome sprue. This one carries exhaust silencer, headlamps and tail lights. And those parts, I mean, headlamps and tail lights look more or less okay, but for the exhaust I would say I would rather repaint it in order to have a more realistic appearance, not this bling shiny exhaust can. Then we have another chrome sprue. Just give me a second to open it. So here it is. Another front mask for the different version of this vehicle. And again, of course, it's pre-painted. And then we have last large sprue. This one dedicated to different mechanical parts. We have, for example, here gearbox, brake rotors, and even some suspension parts. Just give me a second to open this one. Actually, it's quite strange because in the beginning we had plastic bags sealed on the tape, and then we have sealed plastic bags. So here you can see all parts again are pre-painted. I will zoom out camera for you so that you can see whole plastic sprue. Note that exhaust silencer tube is molded as a one-piece part, and overall molding quality looks very nice. Next we have, I'm not sure what is this, because I see small red plastic sprue which should be useful for tail lamps, tail lights, and then we have another plastic sprue, I guess there, or it's just paper. Yeah, it's just a paper, so nothing special, as you can see here. And here we have small red sprue with tail lights. And of course on the bottom we have assembly manual, which is finished in form of this typical for Aoshima brochure. There is some safety information on the front, some assembly advices on the next pages. Then we have decals placements, some assembly instructions here. So as you can see, there is clear callouts for different versions of the vehicle, so you won't miss them. And you shouldn't be worried about possible mistakes. And then we have parts map in the end. By the way, you will have to complete 18 steps in order to get vehicle done. And of course you won't have to do any painting on this model. So as you can see, we had a chance to check another nice kit from Aoshima. I think it will be interesting for those who don't want to, let's say, spend their time painting car kits or trying to get a perfect finish. They just want to assemble a car and put it on their shelf. Maybe it can be also suitable for beginners and for children, with supervision of the adults, of course, but I mean, it will be up to you. So that's all for our video review. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video and share it with your friends so that they can see our reviews too. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video review as usual. Bye!